Today we're going to be comparing two computer keyboards made by Razer, the Ornata and the Chroma Blackwidow version 2. Let's take a look. Alright, we're going to start off with a little unboxing. First the Ornata, open that up. Comes in a really nice box. You're probably paying $10 for the box itself. And the Blackwidow, which comes this little extra key. You could put on your keychain, I guess, or either throw it away like I did. Okay, and here they are side by side. There's the Ornata and the Chroma Blackwidow version 2. Now, the build quality seems really nice, and I was really impressed with how heavy these keyboards are. They're nice and weighty. I like that. Now, they both have feet on the bottom of them, which I don't use this feature, but if you want to angle the keyboard a little bit, be my guest. And they both come with these pads too. They're magnetic that you can sort of stick on the bottom of the keyboard, which I don't use those either. It makes it more uncomfortable to me, but you might like them. And if you like them, there they are for you. They come free. Now check out the low profile of the Ornata. See those keys? You might prefer that, where the Blackwidow, they're much higher. So you got to press them down a lot more to activate them. So here's what they sound like. Okay, now notice this. If you don't have any light coming from the keys, it's really hard to see the keys. You really have to have some sort of light. Otherwise, like on a regular keyboard like this with no illumination, in low light situations, it's easy to see the keys. Not so on these keyboards. So like for instance, this ripple effect, unless you know the keyboard really well, you can't even really see the keys unless you fiddle with the software and make it do something like this. And also notice on the Blackwidow, see some of the characters, the special characters, they don't light up. That's my biggest complaint about this keyboard. Where on the Ornata, everything lights up, which is really nice. Another thing, even though it can do all these crazy colors, red, green, whatever, they really kind of hurt my eyes after about 30 minutes. Just irritates my eyes, the bright, weird colors. I really prefer white, like you're seeing here now. Just the bright white. It's just clear, easy to see, doesn't hurt my eyes. I don't know. Okay, here's a short little example of the Razer Synapse software. It's very customizable, but I'm just showing you the basics here, how you can change the brightness level. Drop down box comes with a few defaults here, presets I mean, and you can change the color and all. So, but you can do lots of things with this software, but I'm not going to go into depth right now. Okay, now I'm just going to show you the presets on each. So this is the Ornata. This is called Spectrum Cycle. It just cycles through all the colors and then repeats. You can speed this up with the software if you want. So this would be the Blackwidow Chroma version 2 Spectrum Cycle preset. And up next we have the reactive on the Ornata. And the reactive on the Blackwidow. Ripple. And ripple on the Blackwidow. And this one is called breathing. So this is the Ornata breathing green. You can change it to whatever color you want. And the Blackwidow breathing. And we've got Starlight And Starlight and the others coming up, Fire and Wave, they can be kind of cool for if you're not using your keyboard, just like as a screensaver for your keyboard, basically. It's kind of cool to have maybe in the background. But if you have this effect on while you're typing, I don't know, to me it's just annoying. So this is what's called Wave right here on the Ornata. And then we have Wave on the Blackwidow. And finally, we just have the static color. So this would be a static green, no animation. Now here's another example of like the Fire side by side. So you can see on the Ornata, it's a little more pronounced because there's a little bit more space in between the keys and they're lower profile. So it lets a little bit more light come through. Just want to mention that I got the green Razer keys. They come in green, orange, or yellow. Green are clicking and tactile, orange are tactile and silent, yellow are linear and silent. So you get what you want. So in conclusion, I like the Blackwidow Chroma version 2 better. The keys are just so much more fun to type on. It's just, you just sort of got to try it out in person to really know what I'm talking about. But they're both nice. Of course, I know the Blackwidow costs like twice as much, I think. But I think it's worth it. If you use your keyboard a lot, I think you'll be glad to, if you make the purchase and get it. It just feels great. I don't know if I'll be using much of the different colors and animations and all that. Probably not. Probably just going to keep mine on static white. Even though that's one of the main features of the keyboard, all the fancy lighting and all, I still like the feel of the keyboard and think it's worth the price just for that alone. So, one thing I want to mention, when I first got these keyboards, I plugged them into my older system. It was 6.5 years old, used Windows 7, and although they would work, they wouldn't work with the Razer Synapse software, so you couldn't control any of the lighting effects. Okay, being that I paid a pretty penny for both of them, kind of frustrated me. So I thought, no big deal, it must be something simple, because any peripheral I ever bought for that other system worked fine right out of the box, whether it was microphones, video cameras, printers, no problems. But these Razer keyboards were giving me problems, and I'm like, what? A keyboard, a simple little keyboard, what's the deal here? So I go to their website, Razer website, talk to a couple different techs, do a chat session. They were telling me things to try. I would try them, nothing worked. Everything they suggested, I tried, didn't work. So then I turned to Google to do my own research and found out there's a lot of other people out there on the internet having the same problems with me, getting these older computers to work with the Razer Synapse software. Even after you upgrade it and do everything you're supposed to, they still don't work. So then I was like, all right, let me try one more time, talk to one more tech support person. Told me a lot of the same stuff I'd already read on the internet. Maybe a couple new things, tried that. Still didn't work. So I spent probably 4 hours researching how to get these keyboards to work. And it was all a waste of time. But it was good in a way because it pushed me into getting a new computer system. Got so frustrated, I was like, I don't know, maybe my system's just getting old, let me just go out. I was getting ready to buy one in the next year anyway, a new system, but this pushed me like, okay, I'm just going to go out and buy a new system. And so after doing that, had Windows 10 on it, had US 3.0 ports on it, and Plugged the Razer keyboards into that and they worked fine. No problems. Worked just like they should. Razer Synapse software, no problems. So just a word of caution, if you have an older system, if you're using Windows 10, Windows 7 or older, XP, I don't know, you might have problems getting these keyboards to work with the Razer Synapse software. If you have a newer system, you shouldn't have any problems. Just letting you know.